Okay, so this is what my hair is looking like. I already got my hair washed, dried, deconditioned, and blow dried, and my beautician, shout out to Margelle, already did all that for me. In order for it not to be tangled, she just did 2 braids going back, and that's because I didn't know when I was going to actually have time to do my hair. I got all that done yesterday, so I'm really glad that I kept it in these braids so that it's not tangled anymore. So I'm just going to go ahead and undo my hair. My roots are slightly puffy because it is so hot here. Okay, this is my hair outside of the braids, and yeah, it's not tangled at all. I'm so glad that I decided to get her to go ahead and do all the pre-braiding stuff because that just helped me so much. But now I'm going to start the Illusion individual braid pattern. I've never done it before, but I like the way it looks from the previous YouTube videos that I've watched. And basically it's going to appear that I have individual braids in the front, but it's not. It's all going to be crochet braids, and there are no rubber bands being used, which I love. So we're going to get into the Illusion individual braid pattern, but in order to find out the size of the box, I'm going to open up the hair from Amazon. Okay. So this is what the hair from Amazon is looking like. I'm just going to, let me see. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to use, it's already pre-looped. I'm going to use the loop as the guide on how big I want my boxes to be. Now I'm going to create the first box and just play with it to see if it matches the loop, matches the size of the loop that I want. Okay, so I think that this size box is fine. We're just gonna go ahead and start braiding it based on this box. So what I'm gonna use to lay my hairs down before I braid is the Shine and Jam Magic Fingers, and my beautician actually recommended that I use this. I also bought another edge control. Maybe I will use that when it's time to touch up my edges, but I'm going to make sure to not pull too tight on my edges. So while I'm doing my braiding, you will see me leave out some of my edge hairs. So this is the amount that I'm starting with. I'm really just taking a little and then applying it, and if I see that I need more, I'll go back and add more edge control. Now I'm getting my edge brush, I guess that's what you call it, and it has a little comb at the end. I'm just combing that gel through my hair just to make sure that the edge control gets on all the strands. Now I'm going to start braiding that section of hair, and I'm only going to braid it about 2 to 3 inches down. And y'all, I know I am taking a long time to do this braid, but that's because I struggle with braids now because I've been doing 2-strand twists for so long. So yeah, don't judge me with how slow I'm going. So this is what the braided section of hair looks like. I know that I said 2 to 3 inches down. This looks more like 1 inch. My bad, y'all. Now I'm about to do the next section of hair. Now with this next section of hair, I've already split it into 2 sections. That's because I'm going to use the 3rd strand to create the braid using the previous braid. So I'm just going to I'm basically going to braid in that previous braid as a 3rd strand to create a new braid. And this is what it's starting to look like, and I will continue to do this process until I get to the back of my head. And here you see me doing the same thing towards the back of my head, and that's because I want to still use the illusion that I have box braids in the back of my head, just in case I want to put my hair up in a bun or do a style where the back of my hair is showing. I want to make it look like the box braids are there. And as you can see here, I'm still using that previous braid as a 3rd strand in the new braid that I'm creating. So I decided to only use the illusion individual braid pattern in the front of my hair because that's where I wanted to make it appear that I have individual box braids so that I'm able to put the back of my hair away until I'm done braiding the front of my hair. So I'm putting the back of my hair out of the way because in the back I'm just going to be doing huge cornrows, and in the front of my hair, the sides of my hair, and the very back of my hair, I am going to be doing the individual braid pattern. So this is what the back of my hair is looking like. As you can see, I created just huge cornrows going straight
back. That's it. Very simple. And if you don't know how to cornrow, you actually can continue the individual braid pattern all the way back until you're done. So now I'm taking the ends of the braids and I'm actually crocheting them into the cornrows. And what I mean by that is I'm taking the ends of the braids, I'm putting the crochet needle through the cornrow, I'm latching the braid, locking it and pulling it through the cornrow. Now I know at first glance this probably looks a hot mess, but y'all trust me, y'all ain't gonna see this when I put the crochet hair in. So it's really okay, just trust the process. So this is what it's looking like. I am all done. In the front, I did the illusion individual crochet braid pattern, and in the back, I just did big cornrows going straight back and crocheted the ends into it. As I said before, this hair is already pre-looped, and here's just a close-up of that boho type curl pattern with the hair coming from the braid. Okay, now it's time for the installation, and I'm taking my crochet needle, putting it through the first section of hair. Then I'm going to take the loop that's already pre-looped and put it in the crochet hook. Once it's in the hook, I make sure to lock the hook and I bring it through my hair. Then I'm going to take the hook and I'm going to put the end of the crochet hair through the hook. Again, make sure to lock that crochet hook, because if you don't, it might snag. Then you're going to pull it through the loop. You can use the crochet hook or your hands like I am doing right now, and you're pulling it until you see the knot is secure. I'm just going to show you one more time just in case you were confused with any of the steps that I said previously. So this is what the front of my head is looking like so far. I am loving this hair, how it looks, but y'all, I have some place to go, so I'm about to put this good head wrap on and go run my errands. They can't tell that the back of my hair is not done. Look, perfect.
So this is the final look. Yes, I am on vacation, but I wanted to give it a couple of days before I told you all how I like this hair, like an honest review. And honestly, I love it. I cannot believe this hair was $35, $40 for 8 packs of hair. And I did use all 8 packs because I have a big head and I wanted to make sure that my head was covered. Like, I did not want any gaps in the front while like in the parting, didn't want it. So I just made sure to cover all the gaps with the hair, and I did use all 8 packs, but for $35 to $40, like what? So if you are looking for an affordable boho box braid crochet look, get you some of this hair. This hair will be linked below in my description box, y'all. I love it. I love it so much. I love the curls at the end. They have stayed put. They have not flattened out or anything. But I will say, you need to be careful when bringing the crochet needle through your hook, because you don't, the only times I found that it snagged or got tangled is when this, like, oh, where can I find it? Like the loose hairs that are attached to the box braid, like this. If that got caught in the crochet needle, then it would have some tangles. But if you take your time, you won't have any tangles. I haven't had any tangles yet, and I'm loving it. And this is probably like day 3 or 4. So yeah, get you some of these boho braids off Amazon. Super affordable, great style. They came in various colors. I just wanted to switch things up and had this like blonde ombre look. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So yeah, this is the final look. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I love you guys. Bye.